Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Batman, and welcome to another Top 10. Continuing with the theme is Marvel villains and heroes. And I did one that's heroes. It's up on the channel, so if you like Marvel heroes, check it out. You may be surprised who's number one. I'm serious. But this is going to be my top 10 Marvel villains. Now remember, this is my own top 10. Strictly my opinion. So, if you don't like it, leave a comment in the comments below. Give me your top 10s. I like that kind of conversation. So, And keep a lookout. As soon as I can get my cousin Zach to come down and do more videos with me, we can do more Let's Plays on the channel. Probably more with me doing some Let's Plays. Basically more of like what the Game Grumps do, because I always like doing that kind of stuff. Having one person do comedy and then one person do play the game. But I'm not taking it seriously, just having fun. And that's what it's all about. And I'm going to just jump right into the countdown. At number 10, I have Apocalypse, from the new movie coming out for the X-Men Apocalypse. And what I do know about him basically is from the TV series in the 90s, and I liked him in that series. He was actually, next to Magneto, one of my favorite characters in the series. Him and Mr. Sinister, those are my basically three favorite characters in the X-Men series. But I like Apocalypse. I like how he's the first mutant, and basically he's just awesome to me. And I can't wait to see what he looks like and what he does in the new movie coming out. I think this summer it comes out, so I'm kind of looking forward to see what he does. So. Number 9, I have Carnage. And for those of you who don't know who Carnage is the offspring of Venom. And he attached itself to a serial killer known only as Cletus Cassidy. And at the time, Marvel really didn't delve into serial killers too much, I don't think. That was dark for the Spider-Man universe, because serial killers. A serial killer. I've never, for a child reading a comic book and hearing about that, it's terrifying. You don't know what a serial killer is, and then you find out what it is, and you're like, oh my god, that's terrifying. And, but attached himself to him, and, he turned into Carnage, and he is as strong as, if not stronger than, Venom. And I like Carnage because I've watched also off of the Spider-Man TV show back in the 90s. He was awesome, and I love the voice actor who did him. I don't know who it is, but it was amazing. And they even did one called Ultimate Carnage, I believe, where he attached himself to Spider-Man, and Spider-Man became Carnage. They had Carnage Spider-Man or something, and they had to stop him. But I thought that was really cool. At number 8, we have Magneto. And I am Magneto at number 8 because of basically he's played by Sir Ian McKellen in the Batman, or not the Batman, in the X-Men, sorry about that, in the X-Men movies, and he's also then played by Michael Fassbender, so I like that. And the TV series also for the X-Men really turned my liking to him more, and that's why he's on this list at number 8. At number 7, I have the Mandarin, No, not the one from the movies, because that is a load of bull crap, okay? And for those of you that think that Mandarin is cool, you're sticking high, okay? And the reason why I have the Mandarin on here is because I like the Ten Rings. I like how they're made of alien technology, and he has different. Each one has a different power. It gives him almost a mystery about him, and you want to learn more about what he does. And I like that kind of stuff. I like the mystery in a villain, and you don't really know who he is or what he does or why he hates Iron Man so much. It makes you think, and it makes you really want to know why he wants to take revenge out on him. But he's number 7. At number 6, I have Mr. Sinister. Now, he is my favorite character in the X-Men universe, villain or hero, because, first of all, his design. I love his design. I love that he was in the Deadpool video game, and in the series the TV series, X-Men. He was awesome, and I loved it. He was even for those of you that don't know, Mr. Sinister is a mutant, yes, and he's all about perfection, and he became basically a herald to Apocalypse, and the reason why he followed Apocalypse is because he's all about perfection, and Apocalypse to him was the perfect mutant, and because he was the first. So that's why I love Mr. Sinister. Mr. Sinister is awesome. His powers, he has immense amount of mutant powers, and I love Mr. Sinister. That's why he's on this list. At number 5, I have the Red Skull, basically because I like, first of all, I like how they incorporated, he's basically the best villain in the Captain America universe, basically because he's the Red Skull. He's basically, like, at the time it was World War II, he was Captain America's Hitler, basically. And Red Skull, in the movie, is voiced by the same guy who played Voldemort. And I think that's awesome, because that guy does some really good voices. I think he's even done Megatron. Yes, I think he's even done the voice of Megatron. So when you incorporate that stuff, that's awesome, because I love that voice actor. Or not that voice actor, that actor in general. So when you incorporate him to play him, it's always a plus for me. Alright, at number 4, we have Doctor Doom. The only villain to test every hero, almost every hero in the Marvel Universe. And I think he's the one villain on my list that, he really doesn't have any powers. He's just a guy he's a genius, and he's really, really smart and stuff. And Doctor Doom he's basically rules this nation of Latveria. And Doctor Doom, to me, I love his design. Basically he's on this list so high because if you've ever played Marvel Ultimate Alliance, he gets the Odin power, and he becomes so powerful he wipes out existence. He wipes out the world and recreates it to his liking. Well, it's amazing. For those of you that would like to play that game, please do and watch what he does. It's amazing. But he's on this list basically because Doctor Doom is he's just awesome looking, and I like him. I know that's a stupid reason, but that's why he's on this list so high. Number 3. Get ahead of myself here. Number 3, we got Venom. He is my favorite Spider-Man villain. And the reason why is because he's the exact polar opposite of Spider-Man. And it makes it awesome that he was voiced or played by Eric from that 70s show. Yes, I know a lot of people were like, what? A lot of people didn't like that, but I did because I kind of find it a little funny because he kind of I kind of liked his parts in the movie. But anyway, and also incorporating the TV show, the Spider-Man TV show, that's turned his liking to me a lot, and I think that it's awesome. He's always a fixture in Spider-Man's universe, some way, shape, or form, and that's awesome. At number two, I have Ultron, and Ultron is number two because of, I know this is his liking for me has shot through the roof since Age of Ultron, and the reason why is because of James Spader. He's voiced and played by James Spader, and I love James Spader as an actor. And I liked Ultron before, but the new design they gave him and everything, I love it. And that's why he's number two. And at number one, I have the guy who's played by Tom Hiddleston, and he just had a birthday too. So happy birthday, Tom Hiddleston, if you're watching this. Loki. Loki is number one because, first of all, he's the evil brother of Thor. Second of all, he was in the first Avengers movie, and that kind of shot my liking up for him a lot. And I love Loki's design. Oh my god, he is my favorite Marvel character of all of them. Of all the characters. Him and Deadpool are just like this with me. But Loki, I love that he's the god of mischief and discord, and he's not really he's half god and he's half frost giant, and that's awesome. And I can't wait for the next Thor film because he's supposed to take over the throne, so it's looking like. So I'm kind of excited for that. But that is my top 10 for this week. Please like and subscribe and put down your comments and below your top 10s. This is Batbrand signing off.